This piece is for my dad. His birthday was a couple of weeks ago and Veterans Day, so this is for my dad. PTS of D. Sometimes I see glimpses inside his smile, his laugh, his eyes, yes, in his eyes. That's where he lies, that's where the old him lives. The him before, the him back then. 'Cause back then in those growing up years, those formative years, he was there. He was present. He was him. That man that used to be him, that father so free man, that man that threw catch and came to all my games and taught me stuff in the garage and took care and was my dad, was the best dad. I didn't even know what I had until it was gone, until he was gone. Those days that his eyes changed. The person who was him was no more, was never more. It was so many years before I figured it all out and realized what had really taken him. What had really taken him and snatched my dad away from me was the PTSD that snatched him right away from me. The memories surfaced from the view of the NAM and the childhood trauma. It all spilled into his brain, and things started to change, and his eyes started to glaze, and his pupils were so cloudy. As storms rolled in and rolled out and rolled away with him, with a whisk and a fury, the PTSD wrapped his mind in a worry, in a person that wasn't him, wasn't he, the dad of me, never again to be, never again to be. He fights and he fights, but the battle just wins. And his mind turns the screws of the war in the jungle, those scenes kept alive by the replaying of loops. And the dad I grew up with just changed into something new, a new version, a new person that didn't have space for me anymore. His mind was too cloudy and his eyes couldn't see me. Couldn't really see me, couldn't even hear me. I needed him to hear me, but he was lost inside his head, and the voices talked and confused him. And the people, they just used him and took and took and took, and I couldn't even look at the eyes that I had loved because they were not his. They were not his, not there. They were not there, and he was so unaware of the love that he gave and the child that he had raised and the good that he did. The great dadding that he did, but sometimes, now in his older years, his grandpa years, his old voice I hear, and his laugh and those eyes light up. As he sees my sister's little girl, those eyes sometimes show me the way back to him. But the trauma is always there and will always, always win. The PTSD, it stole from me the eyes of he, and the dad of she, who is me, where is he? Where is he? Inside those eyes that haunt me. His eyes still haunt me. Thank you.